Why, after you have gone no contact, does a narcissistic person suddenly return, especially around the holidays, especially around special occasions? When it comes to a narcissistic person, they come along to hoover you, and the term Hoover is named after the vacuum cleaner brand Hoover, because they come along to suck you back into their games, to treat you like dirt, to discard you all over again. Narcissistic people tend to believe that they own you. They tend to rewrite history. So even if you are the one that ended the relationship with them, they will have decided within their own mind that they are the one that discarded you and you are their property, and they're entitled to get you back whenever they feel like it, that you're the one that's made a mistake. Narcissistic people are looking for that supply. They're looking for that control, which is why they hoover. They hoover to regain control over you, and they hoover to get their needs met by you, get their supply met by you. Nobody falls in love faster than a narcissist who needs a place to stay. Whatever supply it is that that individual narcissist is looking for, whether they're looking for attention, validation, money, sex, to punish another person. Narcissistic people are incredibly exploitative people, and they come back for the hoover in order to get their needs met. When it comes to holidays and special occasions, narcissists are looking to take advantage of your compassion. They're looking to take advantage of your nostalgia. They're looking to take advantage of your vulnerabilities, your caring nature, your willingness to forgive, your willingness to help. And most people around special occasions are more caring than when it's not around special occasions, because special occasions are for giving, they're for helping others, they're for being kind to others, they're for celebrating, they're for joy, they're for happiness. So the last thing that most genuine caring people want to do is hurt another person around a special occasion. So a narcissistic person might just suddenly come along with a declaration of love, of how they've made a mistake, of how they miss you, of how they can't cope without you, how they're nothing without you, how they've got nothing without you, in order to make you feel bad, make you feel guilty. They might claim that they've got nowhere to go over the holidays, in order for you to allow them to stay with you because you don't want them on their own, because you care about them. They're looking to guilt you into serving them. They're looking to shame you. So if you say no to them, you feel ashamed of who you are as a person. You feel bad for letting somebody else down. Some narcissistic people might come along during the holidays offering to help, offering to be of service. Acts of service is one of the love languages. So when holidays hit, they can be quite hard. There can be a lot of things to do and a lot of things to prepare. So it's nice to have a helping hand. Narcissistic mothers are especially good at this one when it comes to a holiday and you've got no contact with them. They come along trying to help and support you all of a sudden, even though for the previous year they've had no interest in you. However, if you allow a narcissistic person to help you, you are going to have to be eternally grateful, and you will have to pay forevermore for the help that you received from them. Narcissistic people don't help you because they care about you. They help you because they want something from you. Holiday hoovers are a little bit easier because they can use the sentimental message. They can send a photo of something fun you did together during the love bombing period. And as we are human and we do have those sentimental memories, we can find that this then tugs on our heartstrings, and we forget just how bad they treated us and start to remember the good in them and think, maybe they're not that bad, maybe I misjudged them, maybe I got it wrong, maybe I should give them another chance. After all, we all make mistakes. So a narcissistic person will use the sentimental item or the sentimental message in order to hoover you during special occasions and during the holidays. They're pulling you in with those remember the good times. They'll be sat watching a movie that's on at that time of year, and they'll message to ask if you can remember watching it with them. Again, they're looking to tug on your heartstrings. They might start sending you lavish and unexpected gifts, to which you appreciate them, but it can also stun you a bit. And then you're kind of torn because you almost feel bad sort of just returning to sender. Yet if you thank them, then they're back in your presence. And then the no contact has been ruined. Yet you don't just want to bin the gift, and it's difficult just to give a gift away that somebody has tried to manipulate you with. So narcissistic people will send you lavish, or can send you lavish and unexpected gifts around the holidays in order to hoover you back into their games. They might come full of regret, full of false apologies. Now they know what they had and they miss you, and they're sorry that they hurt you, and they'll never do it again. They'll never hurt you again if you can just give them another chance. They now know what life like is without you. Again, they don't feel bad for you. However, they expect you to feel bad for them. Narcissistic people come with that holiday hoover, especially when they're hoovering an ex in order to punish a supply that's no longer serving them. Narcissistic parents will hoover one child in order to punish a child who's not doing as the narcissist wants over those holidays. Some narcissistic people will just come along and cause a lot of drama and a lot of conflict to bait you during the holidays. During the holiday season is when narcissistic people tend to enjoy starting court proceedings to cause you that stress, so that they're still important in your life. They're going to fire that court letter out via their solicitor so that they are still relevant in your life, and they're going to come out with demands that's going to put that pressure and that stress on you. They're going to want their children when then they've not been interested in their children for an entire year, and then all of a sudden, because it's a special occasion, they want their child, and they want others to feel sorry for them that you're not allowing them to have their child, even though their inconsistency is why they are not being allowed to just rock up just because it's a special day. And they're literally looking to turn up to spoil their children on the holidays, to love bomb their children, to use that against their children further down the line, and to show everyone what an amazing parent they are when they post those social media photos of the one time they spent with their children in the entire year. And more often than not, they will get their children things, and when their children don't behave for them, they will give those things to somebody else, to their stepchildren, and make sure their own children know about this. Or they will buy things for their stepchildren they know that their children would like, and make sure that their children find out about this. They can get their flying monkeys and enablers to do their dirty work for them. They can get people to come at you and tell you how sorry the narcissist is, how much pain they're in, what a rough time they're going through, how they've lost everything. So then you've kind of got a third person in your face, where you've got a choice of either looking heartless or potentially allowing the narcissist back in to destroy your holidays all over again. When it comes to dealing with narcissistic people around the holidays, you need to stand firm on your boundaries. You need to have a good idea of what your boundaries are and stick to them. Lots of self-care. Create new routines for you, especially if it's your first holiday without a narcissistic person. Don't share information. Any information a narcissist finds out about you, they will use against you. Remember, nothing changes. The toxic monster you saw in the end is who they are. Never doubt yourself again when they play nice, and they'll play nice in order to regain control over you and get some form of supply from you. Remember the bad times, and they're trying to get you to remember the good times, remember the bad times that went along with those good times. Narcissistic people tend to make their bed once, and then you have to leave them to lie in it, because what they're going to do is they're going to make their bed once, and then they're going to expect you to come and remake it and remake it and remake it and remake it as many times as they want to come back to you to get their need met from you. What is happening to them is their doing, is their behaviour. The more you forgive them, the worse their behaviour gets. The more you forgive them, the less there is any consequences to their actions, and the more they believe that everybody else is at fault. Even if you don't forgive them, they still believe that everybody else is at fault. Forgiveness is for you, not to allow them to continue to take advantage of your kind nature. When it comes to dealing with the narcissist and their holiday Hoover, the best thing you can do is no response. Leave them to go and live their life while you go and live yours. You are not responsible for somebody else's behaviour. You are only ever responsible for your own. Narcissistic people cause their own downfall and then blame you for it, so you feel responsible in reaching out and helping them. You have to recognise their patterns of behaviour and what they do to others, to exploit others, to get their needs met by others. Any holiday Hoovers you noticed, please do add those into the comments. Anything that helps you avoid those Hoovers, please do also add those into the comments. And remember, not all narcissistic people do Hoover. Thank you very much to all the returning subscribers and your continued support with the channel. It's greatly appreciated. If you are new to the channel, I'm Elizabeth Shaw. This channel is all about narcissistic behaviour to give you more understanding of the people you might be dealing with within your life, how to handle yourself around those people if you cannot go no contact, and different methods to find what works for you to help you understand and overcome narcissistic and emotional abuse. If you do find the information helpful on the channel, please do subscribe. If you are looking for further help and support in understanding and overcoming narcissistic and emotional abuse, I do have several online guides available, and those teachable links are in the video description. If you're looking for someone to speak to, I have partnered with BetterHelp, and their sponsored link is also in the video description. Go out there and create the day that you deserve, because you do deserve to have an amazing day. Bye.